With Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
You're spending $300 a month. Binge drinking is the most common form of excessive drinking, which costs the United States more than $191 billion each year. By drinking less, you will save $300 a month. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
So he can maybe run a
So like speed option, those things, all you want to do.
speed. I can't see him.
It's also it's,
Uh-oh.
look what you did. Look what you did. Look at
Calm
Bill.
down.
Come on
Just
now.
calm down.
I don't say anything about semicolons or should there be a
Word usage?
parentheses or
Too many commas over there.
too many
Zip, come on.
run-on sentences. Don't talk about that. It's not my wheelhouse.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to Speed and Power on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm your host, Megan Walker, and tonight we have got a great show. We've got Ben on the board, as well as we have got a special guest. He is a former Husker football player and is currently playing pro ball. Not only does he make an impact on the football field, but also through the creation of his brand, which is Bet on Yourself. We are honored to have him, the one and only Kyron Williams.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
We're so happy to have you on the show tonight. Quick shout out to Layton's Pub. You guys need to go check them out. If you have not, they've got some of the best food in Lincoln and some of the greatest people. So make sure you go and eat. They've got really good food. So make sure to go check them out. But Kyron, what's going on, man?
Oh, we live in. We live in and we are trying to impact the community one person at a time.
I love that. That's very motivating.
Yeah.
It's been a few years since you've been at Nebraska. What's been going on in your life?
So when I graduated, I stepped directly into the entrepreneurial field. Obviously I wanted to play professionally and that was the goal, but I also wanted to start a brand. So after going undrafted and then having to go, take the back door with leagues like the AAF and the CFL and the USFL, I knew it was going to be important to start a brand and have something outside of football. And so I started Bet on Yourself in 2018. And one of the very first people that we worked with was Gary Vee, which is crazy. And so he catapulted us to being able to step outside of just being a clothing brand and starting to being a marketing agency. And so the past, 4 or 5 years, we've just been all, hands on deck with marketing and branding and, working with athletes to really teach them, hey, like you can step into a space and you can be good at your sport, but you can also, have some ownership.
Mm-hmm. How did you manage to handle being an elite athlete as well as creating a brand? Because that would be a lot of pressure and that'd be a lot of stress. So how did you do it?
Yeah, I think here at the university, we learned time management. We learned, each hour of the day needs to be planned, and it doesn't have to be every single day, but at least, your majority of your week, your hour by hour needs to be planned. If you want to be successful in anything, whether it's welding or it's having a car shop, you got to know how to implement your time.
So time management is definitely important. Let's get into your brand. What is Bet on Yourself?
Yeah, so Bet on Yourself is a clothing brand. Our goal is to inspire everybody to bet on themselves and take the chance on themselves. I think when you look at my story, coming from the Air Force Academy, playing at the prep school, then coming to Nebraska and doing well, and then even my pro career has been a bet on yourself type deal. And so with the creation of the brand, I want any and everybody who wears it or who sees it to know, like, hey, whatever that thing I'm going through or those hard times that I'm going through, if I bet on myself, I can get through it and I can be successful.
So you'd say your brand is for everyone?
For everybody, for
everybody.
Sure. Yeah.
What was that moment in your life where you're like, hey, I want to start a clothing brand? What was the launch for you?
So right when I was getting ready to graduate, towards the end of 2017, like 2018, I I was seeing my friends who were really good football players get to the league and not play. And so I'm like, okay, well, there's something to this. Like, I need to think about something outside of this game. And so I just started with printing out t-shirts off a website called Printful. I don't know if you guys know what Printful is, but it's literally a website where you can do what's called quote unquote drop shipping. And so like most my first few orders, if not the first 20 or so, I lost money because the t-shirts cost me 20 and I was spending about 25 to get it out and get it in people's hands. So yeah, it was bet on yourself from the jump.
So it's a learning process.
Yeah, a big learning curve for sure.
Dang. So like for you, how does that feel that you started at such a small low point and now here you are? You got like 10,000 followers on Instagram with your brand and you're like crushing it. You're partnering with Lululemon. You're doing a lot of big things right now.
I think it's just like in football, right? The more time and the more dedication that you put into the film room and to, you know, your playbook and those things, you'll see those results. So I think I just took everything that I was doing in football and I just put it into the brand and put it into in the business.
So let's say 5 or 10 years, where do you see this brand being?
I would love for us to be an international brand. We've already been doing some international work. Like we in October, we went over to France and worked with Ruan Irving, who was on the show Below Deck. And we did some marketing and branding work for him. So one of my goals is I want us to have a set spot somewhere overseas. I'm not sure where. I really like Spain. I like Marbella. It's kind of
Mhm.
far, so like a crazy time difference, right? But yeah, that's one of my goals is to branch off and start working internationally.
That's amazing. So you definitely want to make a difference with this brand.
Yeah, for
That's what your
sure.
goal is.
Yeah, for sure.
That's really good. Um, you as an athlete, like would you say that you're trying to cater this brand to athletes? Or you like you said everyone, but is this
Mhm.
are you trying to like make it for athletes?
I think athletes will be able to connect to it because the owner of the brand is an athlete, right? I think like it's open to athletes, but I also think that anybody, that person who has to get up at 6:30 and doesn't get home till 9 o'clock at night, who's providing for children, like that's betting on yourself. Like that's you're going to work every day to make sure that your kids eat, right? So I think the athletes will gravitate towards it because like myself being the owner of the brand, but am an athlete, but it's for everybody.
I think it's a great concept. I think it's a great brand.
Appreciate it.
I'm rocking the shirt right now, so if anyone's listening, it's really nice. But you do a brand, you're an elite athlete. What else you got going on in your life? Because you can't just have those two things.
Yeah, I mean, I love my family. I love to travel. I have a husky, I have a dog. And I love being able to just inspire people. And so I've been working on, motivational pieces and just different things like that and just figuring out different ways to, inspire and motivate. And most recently working with the community, working with people like the People City Mission here in Lincoln or on the Sienna Francis House, the homeless shelter in Omaha. Just being able to serve and give my time.
That is spectacular. Like, good for you to like give back. I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't have like the quote quote time for, but you're very good at time management, so you're able to make it work. Are you in Lincoln a lot?
Yeah, yeah.
What is it like seeing the football team now currently?
It's good to see. I think we're at a turning point. I think with bringing guys in like Dylan, with bringing in a guy like a Matt Rule, I think we're in great hands. I just think it's going to take time, dedication, right? Like it's not going to happen overnight. Even though Dylan's the number one quarterback, he's going to have to be in the playbook. He's going to have to, you know, make summer workouts every single day and be first and on time, right? So I think there's a lot of things that go into it where you just don't step on the football field and become successful.
Exactly. What is it like seeing the program change from when you were in college to
Mhm.
now?
I mean, it's great to see. I think we're in good hands. I think when you like I like talking about where we are now because I didn't know Scott Frost and those guys. But I think with Matt Rule and where we are now, I think we're in great hands. I think he's going to be able to really motivate those guys. And so yeah, I'm just looking forward to where they're gonna go this year.
Does it make you miss college football at all?
Nah, not really. Just because college football comes with college classes
Mm-hmm.
and a college schedule that you don't really control on your own. I love Saturdays, but I love Sundays even more. So yeah, I think playing professionally, it's definitely it's rewarding because each and every day is truly just about the game of football.
Mhm.
So you don't have to worry about like Bio 110 or Chem 109, right?
I got all sorts of issues with those classes. But yeah, what is it like being an elite athlete? Because you're in a league of your own. Like you're not doing what college athletes are doing. You're not doing what high school people are doing. You're doing it pro. So how does that feel?
It's I wouldn't say it's easy, but I think when you focus on time management and you focus on like, hey, I have to drive. I live in Omaha. I
Mhm.
drive to Lincoln pretty much every day to train with Jamie Belt. Jamie Belt, he's trained Terrence Crawford. He just left today to go train Nico Ali Walsh, which is Muhammad Ali's grandson. And so I think when you have a trainer like that, who hey, like he's not messing around and I gotta be here, that keeps me accountable. And so I would say I enjoy it. I enjoy the dedication that it takes to do it.
What's one of the hardest workouts he's given you?
Hardest workout he's ever given me. Probably the time I threw up where we had we literally trained. So he does something called he does something, I don't even know what he calls it. I'm about to give it a name. Let's call it like 45 minutes of hell. Let's call it that.
Okay.
Where literally as soon as you come in, you're going nonstop and you only get 30-second breaks in between each set. You're pretty much doing 45 sets or whatever he gives you. And so yeah, I would say that one. I would say that one.
So you threw up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But when you're having those hard workouts, when you're like, oh my gosh, I want to quit, like what's going through your mind? What do you think about?
I think you got to think about that the time that you sat down and you got cut, right? And that coach or GM or whoever that person was across from you said, "Hey, we like you a lot, but we just can't," right? And so I think in those moments, that's when you got to be able to get that extra, right? Get that extra rep.
So you're very self-motivated.
Yeah, I would say so.
How do you encourage people to get to the point that you're at or be more self-motivated?
I think it's just about being dedicated to yourself and being dedicated to whatever your craft is. Like if you're in photography, you should be shooting photos. If you're somebody that loves welding, you should be welding whenever you can. Like yourself, you love doing radio and marketing and different things like that. Surround yourself around what you love, and it'll take care of you.
That's good advice. What do you think is some of the best advice someone's ever given you?
Best advice someone's ever given? It's probably my grandma. Put God first. Like you can't do anything without him. I don't know if you believe or if anybody believes, but you can't do anything without him. So whatever you believe or whatever religion that you have, just believe in something. Don't just walk around believing in nothing. So and that's gonna carry you because there's gonna be days where it's not all gonna make sense. There's gonna be days where you're gonna have super high days, and there's gonna be days you're gonna be super low. So you're gonna need something to keep you consistent. So I would say that.
That's really good. Yeah, life definitely gives us lots of trials. So it's amazing that you've got to the point you're at. Do you ever expect that you'd be doing what you're doing?
It depends on when you ask. Because when I was in college, no, not at all. But 2 years after I graduated, I was like, okay, I can see this because I was seeing guys like my mentor, like a Ryan Clark, or one of my mentors, like a Defonte Diamond, who's a trainer down in Houston, Texas, right? I saw those guys stepping into things that were outside of just playing the game, whether it was being a trainer or a coach or it was being on shows like ESPN. They stepped into other realms and they made a lot of money for it. And so I'm like, okay, well, football is not the only way I can sustain and take care of my family.
You are crushing it with your brand. You're crushing it financially. You're crushing it on the field. You're doing all of that. Where do you want to improve in your life still?
I think in all those spaces, I think we can always get better. I think when you look at a dude like a Tom Brady, right? He won 7 rings, but he played like 16 years, right? So there was years where he didn't do good. There was 9 years where Tom Brady, who we call the GOAT, went home and was unsatisfied, right? So I think we can always get better. I don't think there's ever this mountain on the hill, right? It's like I'm gonna get here and then I'm gonna be done. Now you gotta still get better every day. So.
Yeah, I think as athletes we're never satisfied.
For sure.
In any sport it is. But let's say this year, you're 29, you're still young.
Yeah.
What do you want to accomplish this year?
Oh, so one of my goals this year is to just continue to grow the brand, continue to work with brand ambassadors like yourself, and just continue to make an impact on the community. Like whether, like I said, it's working with the People City Mission or the Sienna Francis House, and just keep expanding the brand. I think last year we did really cool things like a partnership with Terrence Crawford. I mean, that was huge. I mean, he's pound for pound #1 boxer. I've been thinking and knowing that since 2015, but now it's cool to see the world know it, So yeah, just continue just to grow the brand. I would love to get back on the football field and be able to play in the UFL this year. And so got my agent working, Justin. Get on the phone. And hopefully, we'll get there.
If you could partner with anyone for your brand, who would it be? Besides me, I know I'm on the top of your list.
Yeah, top list. Probably if I had to partner with anybody, Taylor Swift. She's doing right now. She got $330 million for the NFL. Hey Taylor, if you listening, or Travis, if y'all listening, hit your boy up. I got some shirts for you. I'll make a custom one for you, Taylor.
It's like that jacket that went viral with her.
Yeah.
That could be you.
That's brand.
No, but
That's
for real,
what I try to
she
explain to
is
people.
Killing it right now.
That's what I try to explain to people. It's brand. Like, no matter what you want to do, I encourage everybody to make a t-shirt with whatever you're doing on it, whether it's photography or whatever it is. Make a t-shirt with it and put it out, because it can't hurt. It can only help you.
So if I make a t-shirt with us, like doing this podcast, you're gonna wear it?
Yes.
You promise?
I will promote it. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm
I will
adding
wear it,
that
and
to
I
my
will take a
bucket
picture
list.
and I will post it.
I'm gonna
sure.
make this happen, actually.
Deal.
Perfect.
Heard it right here on 93.7.
Oh my gosh, crazy. I love it. But talking about Taylor Swift, Super Bowl just happened.
Super Bowl
not
did
the Super Bowl.
just
Oh my
happen.
gosh, it's been a long day. I have been up
You
since
got a little ahead of
6:30.
yourself. Little
I
ahead
have
of
been up
yourself.
since
The
6:30.
AFC
Leave me
Championship.
alone.
I got you.
Okay, the Super Bowl is coming up.
It's coming
Correction.
up. Yeah.
And she has a concert the night before. Have you heard about this?
No, I did not. She has a concert.
She has a concert in Tokyo the night before the
that's
Super Bowl.
lit. That's
And
lit.
there's so much drama about if she's gonna be able to make it or not.
I think she'll make it.
She'll definitely make it.
I think she'll definitely make it. I
She
think
would
there's
fly
some
in at
jet
11.
out there. She'll probably be on a F2 bomber if she has to get back. Like, you just made $330 million for the NFL. They're gonna make sure you're there in for that game, swag surfing and everything. So
Okay, hypothetical. You have a girl. She's like playing in the Super Bowl. Okay,
my girl's playing.
your
the Super
girl is
Bowl?
playing in the Super Bowl.
Okay, she's playing the World Cup. Let's call it like the World Cup.
But no, let's just say Super Bowl. She's like the kicker or something.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
You have a brand deal or something.
Yeah.
Would you go to her Super Bowl game if you?
You got to make it. You got to make the Super Bowl.
But here's the thing: you have no sleep. Like you've been up for
No,
48 hours.
I think you can get to sleep when you're done. I think sleep when you're done. I think it depends on where you guys are in that relationship. So yeah, you make the Super Bowl. You do what you gotta do to make the Super Bowl, and then you get your sleep after, and hopefully Travis wins. And it's crazy.
You're hoping for the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, I mean, I have no ties to San Francisco at all.
Mhm.
Kansas City's closer, and so some of my friends played over there. They're not there now, but like DiCaprio Buddha was there. Lamar Jackson was over there for a little while. So I know some guys who played over there. So yeah, I'm rooting for KC. I
Mhm.
want to see Patrick do his thing.
So the Chiefs won 4 years ago and they played in 2020. So you
Yeah.
don't think the 49ers are going to make a comeback? And
I just don't know if they have it all. Like, and I don't want to be one of those dudes to keep downing on Brock Purdy, but it's Patrick Mahomes. Like the dude, this is his fourth Super Bowl in 6 years. Like,
Yep.
he ain't messing around. Like I think we're watching greatness. I think we're watching the next generation Tom Brady right now. I just think we're living in it. Just like when we were kids and we were living in Tom Brady, we didn't realize it until after the fact. So
do you have any upsets on the games this past weekend?
any upsets? No. Well, I definitely, even though I just said that I thought like you can't go against Patrick Mahomes, I thought the Ravens were gonna take it just because the Ravens were at home. I'm
Everyone
like,
did.
I don't like you had Ray Lewis coming out doing the old man thing. Like I'm like, okay, Ray Lewis here, Ed Reed's here. Like it's gonna be good. But yeah.
How about the
Patrick Mahomes.
Lions and the 49ers? I wanted the Lions to win, so I was pretty upset.
I mean, I just don't see you going from 0-11 a couple years ago back to the Super Bowl. I just think that's a lot to ask because now you're talking about the Super Bowl is late game adjustments and decision making across the board. So not just the head coach, but it's your team knowing what that moment means. And I just think the 49ers have more dudes, like you said, that just went to the Super Bowl 4 years ago that know what that moment means.
Mhm.
So
have that drive, have that motivation. 100%. Gotta love. Well, I'm excited for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Even though
Me too, even though it wasn't yesterday. But yeah.
It could be different days for everybody, so don't knock it. But goodness, I'm a college student athlete, so leave me alone.
Yeah, I got you
We
back.
got a lot going on,
Yeah,
man.
with you.
Goodness. Have you heard about the Nicki and Megan drama?
Yeah. Just the state that we're in rap beef. I just hope everybody comes out unscathed. I don't like to see women talk bad about each other. I think women empowerment is where it's at.
Well, that is a perfect stopping point. We will we will bring this right back after the break. But this is Megan Walker, your host, as well as Kyron Williams, and we will be right back after this.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, is hosting their annual sprayer clinic at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney, Nebraska, January 31st through February 1st. Landmark Sprayer Clinic offers expansive equipment and technology training on John Deere and Hagie sprayers. Learn about the newest technology, machine maintenance, spray tip selection, exact apply sprayers, and more. Free dicamba certification will be available. Join Landmark at their sprayer clinic January 31st and February 1st in Kearney. Find more information at landmarkimp.com/events.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
In a world where quality tools make the dream work, let Sunbelt Rentals be your unseen team member. Shine bright with our top-notch equipment dependable for any project size. Witness the difference with tool rental in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's more than just a tool, it's your companion for the perfect job. With Sunbelt Rentals, you're never alone in your project journey. Brighter tasks, better results. Sunbelt Rentals, tools that empower you.
If you're looking for a pre-owned tractor to upgrade your operation, you'll find a wide selection at your local Landmark Implement. We'll work with you to find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. During the month of January, choose from an 8-month interest waiver or a 3.9% fixed rate for up to 60 months on used 6, 7, 8, or 9 series tractors with approved credit. Visit landmarkimp.com to see our complete inventory or stop by your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
You're spending $300 a month. Binge drinking is the most common form of excessive drinking, which costs the United States more than $191 billion each year. By drinking less, you will save $300 a month. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Speed and Power on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm your host, Megan Walker, and I am joined by superstar Kyron Williams. You don't think you're a superstar? You're just a regular star? There's no fun in that.
Like, superstar is like Taylor Swift. I think I'm like C-level like celebrity.
The fact you think you're a C is crazy. Okay, sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm here with, no, just star sounds weird.
Yeah. Let's just say Kyron Williams.
Okay, Kyron Williams. We'll call you K. Okay. Yeah. But before the break, we were talking a little bit about the Nicki and Megan drama. And if nobody knows what's going on, Megan Thee Stallion had posted a video that was dissing on Nicki's husband, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Nicki just released a track that was...
Yeah, well, that was after she went on like a 48-hour rampage of,
of
just being upset. And so I think the space that we're in, I think we are in a space of like tearing down, right? I think when you look at like the whole Cat Williams thing, and you look at, just the back and forth that we are in media. I mean, even when you look at sports, like you look at boxing, right? I mean, you have a lot of dudes that are just getting online saying things. I think we should go back to taking that energy and putting it in our playing fields, right? So like, if you're going to diss each other, do it on record, because I think there's little girls out here that are looking up to these women. And so they got examples that they need to set. So I'm all here for the bars. I am a Tupac Biggie fan, so I enjoyed listening to Hit 'Em Up. But I think they did a good job of keeping it on record. And unfortunately, both of them are not here. And that's why we do want to push positivity.
Mm-hmm. I think the big thing, like with the whole situation, is like interpretation, because like different people are going to interpret a different way.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think when such high-profile people have arguments and beef publicly?
I think they have to be conscious about it, right? Because it's a difference if it's somebody on the street that you're beefing with, and then there's somebody who has 100 or so people that are attached to them and their finances, right, and how they're living their life. So I think we have to remember that a wise man once said nothing at all. So I think even if you are being attacked, I've been in situations, where I didn't feel like the media was portraying me a certain way, but I didn't lash out and I didn't dig myself into a deeper hole like how we've seen AB do Antonio Brown. Like he just don't care. And I think you see where that can get you. I think you got to be smart and strategic.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that these women were being mature and smart with this situation?
I don't know if I'm the one to call it. I think it's up to everybody's interpretation. I just want to see more togetherness and because at the end of the day, especially women in hip hop, you don't see a lot of them, right? And so I think there has to be, some way to be able to sit at the table and say, hey, we both are grown women and we have groups that we want to inspire. How can we do it together? Let's put our differences aside and do it together.
Mm-hmm. No, they're both very successful women. They have great music. So this is just crazy that's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I think when you listen, I don't know if you guys listen to some of those lyrics, but it's pretty tough, especially when people are bringing up like people's deceased parents and or husbands who have been in these things, right? So I just think, like I say, got to be careful about what you put out.
If you had an issue like this, do you think it would be as big a news as it is right now?
No, probably not. It's definitely C level. Working on getting B level, but we're still C level. So I think if I had some beef, like it might make Twitter, it might not.
I don't think I like that Twitter post. You were having beef.
Hey, shout out to X, or it's not even called Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
So
okay, so if you're a B level professional person, what am I?
A. You're A level.
I don't think I'm an A level. I think
you
like
got
Nicki
like
Minaj
28,000 followers on Instagram.
I'm not A level yet. Not yet. We're working there. I'm trying to be like you one day. That's crazy. But it's cold here in Lincoln, Nebraska right now. So are you planning on leaving? Going anywhere nice and warm?
I do want to take a trip here soon. So I train down in Houston, like with my guys Delfonte and then Footwork King, and then we actually work really closely with Jay Prince Boxing, and so I'm working on being able to get down there and shoot some content, or and then I also have some friends that are in the boxing world down in Vegas. So might be able to escape this cold, but I think we already stayed through 3 feet of snow, so I think I might as well just chill out because it's been 50s lately. So
Mhm. Where's your favorite spot that your brand has taken you?
favorite spot has to be Marbella, Spain. We went to Marbella in 2020 during the pandemic. We went in November, and it was just a surreal experience. I was there for 2 weeks, and I was working, and so it was crazy. Like I'm here taking photos and shooting videos, living out my dream that never was my dream. Like since I was 4 years old, I just wanted to be in the NFL, right? And so I think after 22, 23 years old, that dream was still the same, but this other dream came and I was able to live in it, not too many years later. So yeah, I would definitely say Marbella, and just the way the people are there, how they spend their time, how they are very family oriented. It was a beautiful place, pretty cool.
Would you ever live there?
Yes, for sure, hands down. I definitely live there. Been trying to figure it out since I left. Actually, haven't made it back, so I don't know if I'm doing a good job. But that would be the goal. Like I said, for the brand in the next 5 years is to have a base where we are international, and obviously you have tax laws and different things like that that would make sense for where those places are. But I really do enjoy the way of life in Spain, in Marbella specifically.
So with your brand, are you planning on doing this for the rest of your life, or what's your goal for
Yeah,
yourself?
I mean, I think this is Nike, this is Adidas, this is Honda, this is this is that. I think after I leave, I would hope that the brand continues. I would hope that our ambassadors carry the torch and move this thing. I think when you look at companies like Nike, you think LeBron, you think Jordan, you think Serena Williams, right? I want the same thing for Bet on Yourself. I want us to work. I want when you think Bet on Yourself, you think Megan Walker, you think Terrence Crawford. Like that's the goal where we're going right now with the brand.
That's spectacular. It's good that you're so goal oriented and you know what you want. That's one of the strongest things to have. Where do you hope to take this brand? If you could take it anywhere, what's one spot?
If I could take it anywhere, if we could take the brand anywhere, I would love to be on Madison Avenue next to Gary Vee VaynerMedia. I've been up there. I went up there in 2019. And it's just beautiful. It's crazy because when you come in, it's literally like golden elevator. So it's like you're going up to heaven or something. It's crazy. And so I think if I could have a space especially for our marketing side of things, I would definitely want to be in New York on Madison Ave.
That's beautiful. What do the people from your hometown think about what you're doing?
Everybody at home is really inspired, and I would love to be able to get back home and make an impact at home. I just want to make sure it's the right time, and that I have a plan for it. Most recently, 50 Cent just bought a whole space there to do movies, and so he signed a 30-year contract there. And so I'm working some of my network. One of my close family friends is actually going to be working with the studio, and so trying to work on some things and be able to make an impact back home because Shreveport, Louisiana is we have a really high crime rate. We have a really high job problem right now. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. So yeah, unemployment. We have a really high unemployment rate, and yeah, I just want to be able to make an impact. I want to be able to change people's lives. I don't want people to feel like I have to leave the city because I felt like that. I felt like to be successful, I had to leave. And I think you can be successful in your hometown if your hometown provides opportunities for you to be successful.
Is there anything you want to do to give back to your community back home?
Yeah, I would love to teach marketing. Like right now, I do something on Wednesdays. It's just like a marketing kind of like 101 that I do virtually. So I would love to do something like that in the city and be able to help those kids who are interested in photo video marketing. Branding.
I feel like it has to take like a special person to be like good at teaching something. Like I could not teach you how to like write with a pencil.
I think you could. I think you
Really?
could. I think the best teachers are people that have done it and somebody that's not going to talk down to you when you make a mistake. Those are the best teachers.
But the thing about like being an athlete, like you're a really good athlete, you should be able to teach someone how to do what you do. Like the really, really, really good athletes can hardly teach someone how to play that sport because it just comes naturally to them.
Yeah.
So
true.
is that not like similar? Like
I would say so. But I think it depends on also how people learn. I learn through seeing, and so I think it depends on who you ask if I'm a good teacher. Because if you ask me to teach you something, more than likely I'm going to show you how to do it, and then I'm going to show you again, and then I'm going to try to slow it down.
Hmm.
But that might not work for someone who doesn't learn that way. So I think it all depends on how the person learns, and how you've learned, so you can teach them.
Hmm. Do you ever think you could coach?
I would like to. I think I have, like how they say, too many irons in the fire right now.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
I think that would take away from the brand, if I stepped into coaching right now. But 5 years from now, who knows?
That's good. Yeah, we'll see where life
Coach
takes
Rue,
you.
if you're gonna be here in 5 years, which I hope,
This man needs a job. This man's unemployed.
hit your boy up.
That's crazy. What did you think about the hiring of Matt Rule? Did you have any opinion on that? I know it was a little while ago, but
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was a great face. I thought he was a great pick. I just would love to see us grow in our assistant positions. I would love to see, because those are the guys that are with these players day in and day out. Your
Mhm.
head coach, you're going to talk to him in the morning, you're going to talk to him in the evening. I talk to him twice a day, right? But you're a position coach. That's the guy that you're around, that you're in a group text message with, that you're going over their house, you're spending the most time with them, right? And so for athletes to get developed, you need to be around guys who have done it and know how to get you there, and they're not focused on the huge picture. They're focused on, hey, don't want to pick on Malachi Coleman, but hey, Malachi, if I want to teach you how to run a dig route, you got to drop your hips. And so every single day I'll be working with a guy like Malachi just on dropping his hips, right? And so I think when you look at that piece of football, I think that's where we can grow as a team in our assistant positions.
I think we need to add you to the team. I think we need to put you on as coach. I think you're ready.
I don't think I'm ready.
You got an observation. You're good at teaching. We're just gotta add you in.
Nah, I don't think so. But hey, if you guys need some motivation, follow my Instagram, and I'll motivate you there.
What's the Instagram handle? You got to give it out.
So Kyron Williams, it's just my name. Kyron.Williams is my Instagram. So yeah, I try to be motivational, but on a serious note though, for those guys, like, hey man, just stay dedicated, do what you're supposed to do, and everything else will take care of itself, So
What do you think makes you stand out as a person and as a brand?
I would say being authentic. I don't think we try to be anything other than who we are. I don't think we try to be Balenciaga. I don't think we try to be Nike. I think we try to be Bet on Yourself. And I think that comes from me being authentically myself. And I think that means two things, right? You can be relaxed, and then you can be professional. Just like in the game, like you can be relaxed before the game, but when you get into that game, it's time to play. You got to switch on a different switch, right? So I think it's just knowing how, like Kobe Bryant said, you got to learn how to compartmentalize.
Mhm.
You can have a Mamba over here, and then when he gets home, he's girl dad, right? And then in his day to day, he's Kobe Bryant, right? So I just think knowing how to compartmentalize and knowing how to step into those spaces.
So I feel like if I'm creating a brand, I'd put like the brand like Megan Walker.
Yeah.
So
that'd
why'd
be
you not do like Kyron Williams? Like, no?
Great question. I don't think that's still out of question. I think it's once we do step into the space, which is some plans that I have big ideas and big plans. I think stepping into more of a high fashion luxury space. I think
Mhm.
Kyron Williams sounds like high fashion bags and high fashion clothes.
Mhm.
So be on the lookout. We might have some Kyron Williams stuff coming.
No, it sounds like very pretty. Like it sounds elegant. You can use my name
Appreciate it.
though if
Megan
your
Walker.
name doesn't work
Hey,
out.
hey, Megan Walker kind of sounds like Kate Spade, if we want to be honest.
I
So
think you dissed on my name the other day.
You might need to step into the purse swag. I'm just saying.
But
I'm
how
just
did you
saying.
get Bet on Yourself? Like what made you choose a 3-letter word instead of like one word like Nike,
I think it just came because of the things that I was going through in life. I was going through, having to bet on myself. Like I said, from the jump, I came in as a transfer from a very small college, right? So I think I was always doing it, and once I stepped into the space, and actually it came from a company called Be a Good Person. They're based out of Denver, and I saw them do a partnership with Lululemon. I was like, Be a Good Person. It's like I need something like that. So Bet on Yourself came up, and now you hear people saying it in interviews, and I think you were already hearing it before, but every time I hear it now it really clicks with me, So yeah, Bet on Yourself. It just made sense because I seen what my conglomerates were doing. I seen what my people in my space were doing.
No, I think it was very creative. It's very motivating. It's very professional, but I can't wait for the Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
Super excited.
For sure. When is your brand coming out? When are you
When's
dropping
my
your
brand coming out? Ooh, that's a good question. I got a lot going on right now.
Uh-huh.
So maybe give it a few months and then I'll
Okay.
have the Megan Walker brand out.
Okay. Hey, y'all
Mhm.
heard it here. Hold her to it. Now I need y'all to drop
Mhm.
in those comments on her Instagram and make sure every post you're saying, where is that Megan Walker swag at? So y'all can get some.
It's going to be dropped soon. What would my brand be? Like, what can you see me doing?
See, I'm telling you, K-Space sounds just like the purse game. Like Megan Walker sounds like high fashion.
It doesn't sound like a purse brand, though. I feel like it'd have to be like clothes,
Okay. High fashion clothes though. High fashion. You got on the high fashion right now.
I
You
had to
guys
look good for
can't
you
see
tonight,
she has
you
on
know?
Balenciagas on her feet.
Gotta look good. Gotta look good. Hey, what do you got going on with the fit here?
Hey, I have on some regular New Balance 9060s.
I like the color at least.
Appreciate it.
I
Yeah,
feel like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I feel like fashion has changed so much over the past few years.
Yeah. I think fashion, especially when you look at where it has been in sports, I think it's grown in sports.
Mhm.
You just seen Shador Sanders and Shiloh Sanders go to Paris and work with Pharrell, right? So I think you're starting to see that crossover, which you were already seeing, but you're starting to see even a bigger crossover in sports and with fashion. So, it's dope to see.
Mhm. It's even just like crazy. Like everyone like that's a pro athlete like has people dressing them.
Yeah.
Like I want that so bad. Like I
Yeah.
can't even imagine like that's a job.
Yeah, that's a dope job. Actually, Anya, she's from Shreveport, Louisiana, and she was or is a stylist out in LA, and she works with a lot of big artists from Big Sean to Young Thug and Blueface, and so that's a job, and she kills it. And so I don't necessarily know if I would want somebody to do that for me because I like picking my own stuff out, but I'm sure for like big events and stuff like that, it feels cool to have somebody bring a whole wardrobe to you and you just get to pick out of it.
Yeah, definitely. Like everyone has their own unique style,
Mhm.
which is a good and a bad thing. But I feel like it'd be hard to like dress someone, like try and find what they like.
Yeah, I think that's why it's a job. Like, I think you have to love it. You gotta love clothes, like to like look at a person, and be like, hey, like you should wear this. You gotta be pretty confident. So
Would you trust me to pick out an outfit for you?
No.
What? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to cry about it over break, but we're going to come right back after this break. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is Megan Walker and Kyron Williams.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
What do you think of when you hear the chocolate season? Artisan chocolates? Of course, they have the best chocolates this side of the Atlantic. Friendly neighborhood coffee shop? Yup, they're that too. A nationally recognized top-tier brunch spot. Waffle weekends, baby. And the place to grab a gift for literally any occasion? Everybody loves chocolate. See for yourself at The Chocolate Season, 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead online at thechocolateseason.com.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln. Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Hillariola, the doctor, the Polynesian Bowl. He had a lot of throws. He made a couple nice throws. He threw outs. He threw a deep dig. He threw a slant that went to the house. There were so many different passes that we saw him. And he's got a little quick twitch. Is he fast? No. Quick twitch? Yes. It was good to see him moving around. Listen, he connected with, guess who?
Carter Nelson.
Thank you. We got a chance to see Carter twice. It was good for me to watch that because I think that's a precursor of what's
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
24/7 threat monitoring, expert tech support, streamlined communications. Allo has a solution for that. Protect your business with Allo Business. Comprehensive firewall security, Microsoft Teams voice-integrated communications, cybersecurity and IT support managed by experts. From productivity to peace of mind, Allo has a solution for that. Allo means business. Protect your business by visiting allofiber.com/business.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Speed and Power on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm your host, Megan Walker from the Nebraska track team, and I am joined by Kyron Williams.
Hello.
Okay, this is my favorite segment.
Yeah,
this is my absolute favorite segment. You really got to lock in for this part, though.
Let's do it. I'm locked in.
Okay, I got eye contact. I got everything.
Let's do it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to ask you some questions. You got to have some smart, well thought out answers.
Okay, for
got
sure.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you're like too agitated right now. Calm down.
You just told me to lock in.
Not like.
So
Oh my
lock in,
goodness.
but not
Lock
all the
in,
way.
but just be
halfway
chill.
locked in.
Halfway locked in. Okay. We're giving you this billboard.
Mhm.
You got to put anything on it. This is for everyone in the world to see. What are you putting on it?
Bet on yourself.
Okay, say it a little bit louder in the mic.
Bet on yourself.
Why are you
Period.
putting that on there? Anything else?
No, just that.
Not like a picture, just the words.
No, just the words.
Not like the Instagram handle.
And Baby's new text, because that's our text for my brand. Bet on yourself.
Okay, that's not a bad answer.
Underneath in monocerat text, that's our secondary text. www.betonyourself.shop.
Okay, that's valid. Just promote yourself.
Promotion.
Yeah, smart man.
Right.
Man. Okay, working out with anyone in the entire world, dead or alive, besides me.
Besides you.
Besides
For
me.
sure. 'Cause
I
you
know
were
it's top of
first.
the list, of course.
Yeah,
Who's it gonna be?
Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady. I think just because not even just what you can learn from the workout, but what you can learn like life. I'm sure that dude got some game that he can give. I'm sure.
Are you going to be doing a practice or a lift?
I don't know if Tom Brady lifts weights, so I would I don't know if he's like a heavy like lifter. I don't know if that like we probably wanted to go on the field and do some football stuff.
Okay, so he'd own you. You'd be so embarrassed.
I wouldn't care. It's no Tom Brady.
That's
He's the
valid.
GOAT.
That's
Yeah.
valid. Okay, favorite song on your playlist?
Favorite song on my playlist. Oh, that's a hard one. Favorite song. Maybe like Day Before by Young Thug and Mac Miller.
Perfect. Okay, every time on the show, every time after someone says their favorite song, they have to sing like a part of it. So I'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then you're gonna start singing. Okay?
I can't even.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait.
Ready?
I can't even. Wait. I might have
You
to
got
play
like
it.
2 seconds.
I can't even think of what the words are though.
Dang.
Okay,
This
yeah.
man,
His
favorite song?
This is
Yeah,
his
this is
song,
my
okay.
favorite song. I can't even think of the words. Isn't that bad? Isn't that terrible? Okay, let me go. Let me go. Oh Happy Day. It's a church song. Oh Happy Day. Oh Happy
Mhm.
Day. There we go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, that was embarrassing. Hey, you're the second person to sing on my show. Congratulations.
Hey, get me on The Voice.
No. Okay. Okay. You're being dropped off on an island. You get 3 items to take with you. What do you take?
Okay, we talked about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting the Wi-Fi router, the water turbine, and a knife.
Okay, but here's the issue here. Water turbine. What are you?
Oh, I guess instead of a knife, can I have 4 things?
No, you wait. No, the
Only get
internet thing.
3?
You don't have anything to use.
Okay, give me the water turbine, some Wi-Fi, and a phone.
So you're just gonna be working on the island?
No, I'm gonna call for help.
No, you're just being stuck here for 30 days. Like they're just.
Oh, it's just 30 days,
Yeah.
and then I get to go home.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a cow, a knife, and a cow, a knife.
Why the knife?
Why the
why are you
cow?
so stuck on that? Well, the cow maybe.
I
for,
have
like-
to eat. I'm going to have to kill.
How
something.
long is that cow gonna last you though?
See, this is
A
what I
whole
told him
cow?
earlier. It's not gonna
do y'all
last him
not
30
know how-
Where are you gonna
days.
store it?
Do you?
Where are you gonna store? If you're on an island, it's probably gonna be a hot, like desert island. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably
Yeah,
like
but you take the water from the ocean because it's salt water. You let the water sit out. You let that become salt. You take that salt. You preserve the meat.
Okay, but it's not gonna be preserved
Come
for
on now, y'all
30
from
days.
Nebraska, huh?
Like it's not gonna last 30 days in the sun.
Yeah,
The sun
but
is not gonna
I'll fast. I'll fast
30
14.
days?
I'll fast 14. I mean, however long. the
And
meat
how are you
lasts
gonna
me.
cook? Are you just gonna eat the meat raw?
Cook it
I'm
with your
gonna cook
knife?
it.
How are
I'm
you gonna cook it?
Old school style. Take two.
I'm sure
Sticks.
I'm sure you can start a fire like that.
Yeah, or like take some like we'll figure the fire part out. We'll figure it out.
Cow name, go.
Yeah, we'll go in.
What's the cow's name?
The cow. Just you can't
name
you
something
can't
that
name it
kills.
that you're gonna
oh
kill.
my
Thank
gosh,
you.
oh my
That's what I
gosh.
said earlier. You can't name the cow because then it creates an emotional attachment to the cow. I'm just gonna have a cow and hey cow, and I'm sorry, and then pray over the cow after I kill it, and hopefully that it makes it to a good place.
Absolutely horrible. Okay, one last question before we end the show. We're giving you a customized license plate. What are you putting on it?
Bet on yourself. Period. www.betonyourself.
I should have seen that coming. How many owls would you have to see in a day to be concerned?
How many
Owls?
owls to see in a day to be concerned?
Yeah, like if you see this many owls, you're gonna be like, whoa, like this is weird.
Probably 4. Probably after the first 3, I'm like, oh, that's a cool owl. Oh, that's a cool owl. Oh, that's a cool. Why am I keep seeing these owls? More than likely, probably after the 3rd time.
What a question.
That was
Hey,
a great question.
It's like actually something to think about though.
That's it. I never
Yeah.
thought about it. I think after my 4th owl, I would be concerned.
Yeah. What point do you think people start to care?
After owl number 5, then now it's real.
This man is crazy. This man is absolutely crazy. If you could tell yourself something, your younger self something, what would it be?
If I had to tell myself younger self something, bet on yourself.
Dude, you gotta give me something else.
That's it.
That's him.
That's him. I can't try and change you. Oh my gosh. Well, this has been an amazing show with Kyron Williams. You got any final words?
Hey, everybody, bet on yourself. You can do it. Whatever that thing is you want to do, just do it. It's all good.
I should have seen that coming. Well, this has been a great show. Make sure to tune in next week. This is Megan Walker. Peace out.
Peace out.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Junior Achievement at Lincoln inspires and prepares today's young dreamers to be tomorrow's goal breakers, leaders, and things we haven't even imagined yet. Help more kids while having a great time at the JA Bowl-a-thon. Sign your team up and raise money to ensure the educational programs focused on financial literacy, career readiness, and entrepreneurship are always free to thousands of students. The JA Bowl-a-thon is February 16th and 17th at Parkway Lanes and Hollywood Bowl. Register at lincoln.ja.org.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to